Hi friends, welcome back, or welcome if you're new. My name is Morgan and this is Dice Budgets and Saves. In today's video, friends, we are going to do my monthlies, dailies, and our games. I am recording this video on Friday evening and you guys are going to be seeing it on Saturday. So tell me, how has everyone's week gone? Everyone getting ready for the weekend? Let me know what you got planned or what you got going on. Today, Friday, I had a half a day at work and I had to take my husband for a colonoscopy. And you guys, he is so pissed off. I think I was more pissed off than he was. But so everyone knows the prep work for colonoscopy is no fun, right? No fun at all. All right, friends, let's give this a count real quick. 10, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, and 3. Yes, so they're no fun, right? So he did the prep work. I took a half a day from work. He took off today and we had to be at the doctor's office by 1:30. Okay. So I get him to the doctor's office. He checks in and they said, okay, I guess we get settled. It's about 2. He's like, all right, 20 minutes to get him situated, get him under 20 minutes for the procedure. They said be back in about an hour. So I had to leave where we were at, which was like 20 minutes from our home. I had to drive to the house, pick up my son, take him 15 minutes the other direction away from our house to go to work, and then drive all the way back up to the doctor's office and be there within an hour. So like I was hustling. So my husband calls me probably like 5 minutes before I'm pulling in the parking lot. I'm like, oh, you guys are done. He's like, they didn't even do it. I said, what? He's like, yeah, they can't do it. So my husband years ago had a very bad racing accident. I don't think I've ever shared it. I might have. But he had in 2011, his race car caught on fire. And he had gotten 3rd and 4th degree burns over 52% of his body. He was in a coma for months. It was horrible, right? So, but when he had the accident and he was in the coma, he had a trach put in. And since he had a trach put in, they told him that they have to do the colonoscopy when he goes under at the hospital in case there's complications, because they can't intubate him then. So I like lose my crap because I'll hurry up because I want to play. I lose my crap because whenever you have a procedure done, they always call you like a few days before to go over the check-in and everything like that and ask you all these questions. If you know at a doctor's office for the procedure that you can't do a procedure if you have a trach, if you had a trach done, then why is that question not asked prior to us having the procedure? That way you know that we had to schedule this to be done in the hospital. So now we have to reschedule the appointment. He has to go through the prep work again and have the procedure done at the hospital, which means I got to take off from work. He's got to take off from work. We got to try to get my son, scheduling done for work. Like, I just got pissed off because you're going to tell me like it's not one of the common questions that are asked. Are you pregnant? You can't do the procedure if you're pregnant. You know what I mean? Like, I was so angry. So that was our Friday. All right. Oh, and then when we were done, friends, we went and looked at new campers. Didn't purchase anything. I just looked. All right. So let's go ahead and jump into our friends now that I had my little rant. Okay, so we are going to start off with our roll for savings goals, and this is from Anna Banana Budgets, okay? And we are doing Thursday, Friday, and Saturday today. Now, for May, see, I bring in $5 a day. I can't bring in, you know, $5 for every day for the whole week. So I was just filling these spaces in with $1. So I'm thinking I might do this a little bit different, but I'm not sure how yet. Okay, so let me do, I need a D4, a D3, a D5, and my color dot die. All right, so let's give this a roll, friends. All right, so we are doing blue, which is a D4, and that is $4. All right, so let's put $4 in for Thursday. Let's give it another roll. Blue again is a D4, and that is 2 for Friday. And what are we saving for Saturday? We are doing red, which is the D5, and that is $3. Okay. So let me just see here. So we are doing a $9 to start us off strong for the month of June. Perfect. Now, like I said, I normally bring in, so that would have been 5, 10, 15, so 9. So this would have all been extra. So I'm just going to set that there for a second. All right, so daily savings are done. Now we're going to go into our friends. All right, here we go. So our first one we are doing is Save with Judy. This is her 2026, so we're going to save $300, $25 a month. And I am going to do $5 today. So we are here on our third sun. Let me give that a quick color. All right, and that is $5 going in. I'm actually going to change it out for this 10. So we now have $100, $20, $30, and $40 in here. Perfect. All right, next we are doing our Friends Supporting Friends. And this is from Angela Marie 888. So for this week, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, I ran Dawn's playlist from Dawn Sunrise Budgeting. So I am going to give myself $1 there. And I actually have that money up front here. Okay. So we have saved so far $5, $6, $7, $8, and $9. So next week I am going to be running Ons from Craft and Budget with On. Okay. Let's see here. So now we're going to jump into our monthly. And we are going to go to Marlene's first. So this is from Snow Gardener 307. I roll a D6 here. And we are doing $4. Now I usually bring in $6 for this challenge. So there's my 4. I'm going to put my extra money here as well. All right, so that's going to start us off for June. Next is Kimmy from Kimmy's Corner. We are doing $5 in here today. And what color? Let's do this. So we'll do the 3 and the 2. There we go. So that's $5. This will be a C20 when it's done. All right, next is cash and color budgets with Amira, and we are going to do $5 in here as well. So let's do this 5 right here. That would be a save 20 when this one's done. Okay. The next monthly that we are doing is this 2026 12-month collaboration, Disney collaboration. Let me make some room. Here we go. And this is hosted from Steps on a Budget, Weekly Budgets, and Budgeting with Lysandra. So we are doing our June. Now I bring in $6 for the monthly $25 monthly challenge, and I bring in $6 for the roll and save. So let's go ahead and color in so this Pocahontas one is from Norelli's Budgets, and this one is from It's Not Too Late Terry. So they teamed up and worked on the Pocahontas for June. So I am rolling a D3, and I'm going to do 2 over here. So that is going to be $3 and 2. Perfect. So we're going to put $5 in here, and then the $1 extra, since I bring 6 in, will go in the back. All right, so I'm putting the $5 into, these are all of the roll and saves for the rest of the year. And then I am going to put in what's going on? Why do I have all this extra money here? I should only be putting 6 in. Did I grab too much? I did. I don't know why I grabbed so much. Okay, so then I'm going to put $6 in the front for the month, the scratch off section that I do. Okay, so that should be it for our monthlies. Let me get that cleaned up. All right, so that's our monthly and our friends, and now we're going to go on to our games. Okay, here we go. So the first game we're going to do is Let's Ditch That Debt. And I bring in $10 here, and look, I have $3 from a completed tiny. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to roll a D10. And that is going to tell me how much I'm putting in here today on top of the $3. So we're going to do 7. All right, so let me get this colored in. All my 5s are done. That's great. I'm going to exchange that for a 10. There we go. All right, so let's go ahead and put $10 in here. So this is from Dawn over at Dawn Sunrise Budgeting. So far we had put $200 to a debt payment, and we have 10, 20, 30, 40, 45, and 46 here. That's great. Okay. Next we are going to be playing this mini search and save. And this is from the Swag Doodler, Miss Paula, and I absolutely love this. So let's go ahead and give this a shake here. Let's reach in. And we are doing, let's see, where is this guy at? Right there. All right, so we're doing that guy for $3. Okay, my marker pile up there. All right, so I need 1, 2, and 3. So far this challenge has saved us 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and $16. Perfect. All right, next we are doing scooping into sinking funds, and this is from our friend Steph over at Steph's on a Budget. And what I have here, I have listed the sinking funds down here. So I'm going to take the color.die and a D5 because that's the highest that I can color. And let's see what we're going to color here. So we are going to do green, which is for vacation. And we are going to do $3. So let's go right here. Oh, it's a different green, shoot. All right, so let's go ahead and put $3 in here today. 1, 2, and 3. So far we have 5, 6, 7, 8. $8 in here. All right. Next we have Claudie's Creations, and we are cleaning up the beach with Mickey. All right, so we have the crabs are 5 and the shells are 2. So let's do the 6-sided die. Evens are shells, odds are crabs. 4. Okay, so we are going to do another shell here for $2. All right, so far we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. Next is Home Buddy Mom Savings, and we're doing this a cute little summer savings for 105. So what I'm doing is just rolling a D5, and then I color in that number. And let's go ahead and put in $1, 2, and $3. And so far, this challenge has saved us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. All right, the next challenge is another one from Steph's on a Budget. And we are just gonna work our way around. We left off here on the flower, which was a D12 last time. And we are going one spot for number 2. So 1 and 2. So far, this is going to be a mystery save. So far we have 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and $15. Okay. All right, our next game is from Mystic Budgets, and it is the mini chip away. All right, so I need let me get out I need 4 D4s. Okay, where's my other guy? Here we go. So I need 4 D4s. Let me move that. Here we go. How's that? All right. I need my chips. I have 16 chips here. All right. Let's give it a roll. So let's see here. So I have a 3, a 4, a 2, and another 4. All right, let's give it another roll. Okay, we have a 3, a 2, a 1, and a 2. A 2, another 2. Oh, we knocked out the last 4. And a 1. All right, I only have 4 chips left. Let's see what we can do here. All right, so we have a 2, a 1, and 2 4s. So I have to re-roll these 2 4s. A 2 and a 2. So I don't have that, so I lose my chips. So we are saving $3, $6, $7, $8 today. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. All right, so far in this mini chip away, we have saved 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Okay, let me put these away. All right, next we are doing plan to save. All right, and what do we do with this one? I always forget. Here's my instructions. So I will need 3, I think I need 3 D6s. 1, 2, 3. Okay. And the color dot die. Let's give it a color or a roll. All right, what do we have? So we have red. So we have a 5, a 3, and a 2. All right, and I am coloring that in red. Red says add all 3 dice minus 3. So we have 5, 10. Okay. And we're going to color that in red. And then it says that we've added all together and then subtract 3. So that is going to give us $7 today. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So far we have saved 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, and $21 so far. Let me write that in here. 7. Okay. Oh, shut the B box. Okay. So last time this one was not nice to me. So let's see what we can do. So this is from Stefan Budget. And I have, oh, this is how it started last time, friends. It's a 1. Oh, shoot. a 2. I don't like this already. Oh my good, stop it. What in the world? That's 2 weeks in a row it did that to me. Oh my gosh. Well, let's see if I can. I don't even know if I can do 9. Let's see. Oh my gosh. Let's see what I got here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I only have $3 left. Okay, so we have 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. This game is the devil. Oh my gosh. All right, so I only have $3. I don't think I'm going to get to those. Let me put a paper clip here. Maybe this is where we'll start next week. Yeah, we'll start here. So let me maybe go back to... Who knows? Let me see here. What do I want to do? I guess I'll just put it into... Let's just put it into Home Buddy Mama Savings. Let's put it into this one. All right, where is it on that? Here it is. Perfect. Yeah, so next week we'll start off back there with Saving with Glow. All right, friends, that is going to do it for my Saturday video. I hope everyone has a great evening, and I will see you guys all on Wednesday. Bye now.